The Assignment is directed by Walter Hill and written by Dennis Hamill, no relation, and it stars Sigourney Weaver and Michelle Rodriguez. In this movie, we follow Frank Kitchen, a hitman played by Michelle Rodriguez. You heard me right, a hitman played by Michelle Rodriguez. And she works for this guy called Honest John, who one day double-crosses him, and suddenly Frank wakes up as a woman, also played by Michelle Rodriguez. Sigourney Weaver plays the villain who did the operation on her, and now Frank is looking for revenge. Let's start with the good as always. The CGI in this film is surprisingly very good. There is a shot, or several shots I might add, with Michelle Rodriguez as a man, and you see the body, including the penis, which I did not ask for, but we see it, and it's good. It's good. It's good CGI, I was surprised. Yep, that's it. No more good stuff about this movie. Guys, this movie is awful. This movie is atrocious. This is one of the worst films I have seen in 2017. Sigourney Weaver is chewing the scenery as much as she can in this film. We follow mostly her in this film. As soon as the movie starts, she is in a mental hospital. She has got a strapping vest on. She can't move her arms. And she's being interviewed by a psychiatrist, played by Tony Shalhoub. And they're interviewing her about something that happened. She was found dead and her co-workers were found dead. And then we eventually find out what happened. We're following her. She's narrating what happened. Then suddenly, we go into flashbacks, and within those flashbacks we go into narration from Michelle Rodriguez, who in the meanwhile is recording for some reason what is happening with her with this little camcorder, talking about how she was a hitman, talking about how she was changed sexually, an involuntary operation that she did not ask for or wanted. Oh my god, this movie is awful. So as soon as you see Michelle Rodriguez for the first time in this film, that is as real as fake beers get, isn't it? The scenes with Michelle Rodriguez in this fake beard have me laughing so much. Each time a shot cut to her, I was like, no, I cannot not laugh at this. I can't resist but to crack up at seeing this, because this is not believable. Then, as I said, a woman comes in and she's completely naked, but as a man, and holy shit, the CGI is good. Yeah. I'm going back into the good stuff, but there's only one good thing about this movie, and it's the CGI. The direction is completely obnoxious. This movie doesn't know who is the main character, doesn't know what timeline to follow. This movie is not linear, but not like Pulp Fiction is not a linear narrative. This movie doesn't know where it wants to go. It doesn't know what the story to tell. It doesn't know what point of view, what character's point of view to put across into the audience. Sigourney Weaver is narrating, then it comes Michelle Rodriguez. Then Michelle Rodriguez is also narrating, because turns out it is in a flashback being told by Sigourney Weaver, even though those flashbacks that Sigourney Weaver was talking about, she was never there. When Michelle Rodriguez first wakes up as a woman in this film, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. She looks into the mirror, she's completely naked. You see all of Michelle Rodriguez as a woman and as a man in this movie, but when she turns into a woman, she looks in the mirror and she keeps grabbing onto the middle of her legs. And she keeps, like, doing this motion with her hand, like she's going to find her penis. Oh my god. Oh my god, this fucking movie. I watched this about 3 days ago. I didn't want to make a review. You guys on the Facebook page asked for this. I didn't want to talk about this movie, man. So Michelle Rodriguez, before she was turned into a woman, I'm going back and forth on this review, but that's how the movie does it, so I'm going to do it the same way. She gets involved with this woman. I was assuming she was a prostitute, but turns out she isn't. So she gets involved into this woman, and after she's turned into a woman, she calls this woman again so that they can do it again. And then comes a moment after not being weirded out at all. I'm not saying it's right to be weirded out. I'm just saying I would be in her situation. I would be like, oh my god, this happened. No, it's completely fine. And then the movie kind of explains it, but whatever. They start to get cozy and close to each other, and then the woman asks Michelle Rodriguez if she wants to go to bed. And Michelle Rodriguez says, I'll see what I can do. The whole theater exploded in laughter at that portion of the film. The whole theater exploded in laughter after that scene, and listen, this is only a portion of how atrocious the dialogue is in this film. I don't know who wrote this. Dennis Hamill, as I said, no relation. Don't let this guy write movies, or at least don't let him write dialogue. Please, the dialogue in this film is absolutely bonkers. Minor spoilers, if you care. Michelle Rodriguez, on her final confrontation with Sigourney Weaver, is pointing a fucking gun to her after killing 4 gigantic men, double her size. Sigourney Weaver is trapped, she has nowhere to run, Michelle Rodriguez is pointing a gun at her, and she says, I'm going to kill you now. What is Sigourney Weaver's line? I'm going to give you a little bit of time to think about it. In this situation, a woman that you turned into... Okay. A man that you turned into a woman has killed 4 guys, double her size, double your size, and she now has you trapped in this little room, and you have nowhere to go, you're about to die. What is your line? Think about it. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is your line? No, you guessed wrong, because Sigourney Weaver's line in this is, do you like my humidifier? God fucking damn it, movie. That is her fucking line. I am not shitting you. That is her line. What else do you want me to say? The direction is completely atrocious. I think I talked about this. The direction has no direction. This movie doesn't know what character to follow, doesn't know what tone to follow. This film looks like it's going to be awful, and it will know it's awful, and we will enjoy it because of how in the know the movie is. No, the movie doesn't know. The movie takes itself way too seriously. There are moments in this movie where the transitions come in and they are very Tarantino-like, but that only starts midway through the movie. Also midway through the movie, Michelle Rodriguez gains a New York Italian accent for some reason. And this movie is set in San Francisco, by the way, so yeah. The acting is also atrocious, the story makes no sense, and it's bland and uninteresting. And for a movie about this very effective and professional hitman, the most we see Michelle Rodriguez do is come into a room and shoot somebody. Boom, you're dead. Boom, 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 you're dead. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you're not dead? Boom, you're dead. That's the most we get. And there's this whole element of the movie where Tony Shalhoub thinks Sigourney Weaver made the Frank Kitchen character up in her mind. But when you do see the crime scene happening and Michelle Rodriguez killing the guy who supposedly is the suspect has a shot in his ass. I don't think the guy shot himself in the ass. Spoilers for anyone who cares. 3, 2, 1. Sigourney Weaver in the end is revealed to have her fingers cut off by Michelle Rodriguez. She doesn't have her fingers except for her thumbs. But even that reveal is so in your face. Sigourney Weaver is for some reason lying on this ice tub and she does this. Like the filmmaker's telling you, see, this is what happened. By the way, guys, look at her hands. Do you see that she has no fingers? Are you seeing this? Are you? Yeah, this movie's pretty atrocious, but is laughably atrocious. Is the good kind of bad movie that you want to pop up on Netflix. Don't pay for it. Walter Hill has directed good movies before. Bullet to the Head is a fun action film with good fighting sequences. This movie has nothing, absolutely no direction, absolutely no one concrete mean of storytelling, no narrative elements that are good to be called a film. There is a script in here that is bad for a 4th grader. The acting goes from bland to awful to completely over the top because Sigourney Weaver was afraid that she was going to fall asleep during the shooting of this, and she actually has some lines directly from Shakespeare and Edgar Allan Poe, and that only emphasizes how awful the script for this film is. The Assignment is something that I didn't want to watch, that I didn't want to review, that I didn't care for it, but now you can absolutely expect it to be on a list by the end of the year because The Assignment is absolute cinematic excrement. What did you think of The Assignment? Did you even see it? Thank God you didn't. I am happy for you. You are a lucky bastard. Let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite Sigourney Weaver and Michelle Rodriguez performance? As you go down there, my beautiful geekies, check the link in the description to go to the Beautiful Geeky Community Facebook group, where you can meet many other beautiful people. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I had a lot of fun doing this review, even more than I did watching that film, because it's absolutely awful. And until tomorrow with my Black Panther teaser trailer review and reaction, you stay beautiful, you stay geeky, and if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button and the bell so we can be geeky united!